Hey guys, I realized it's been kind of a long time since I did a check-in on this channel. I think the last time I really checked in any real way was when I talked about my New Year's resolutions, so that was, January, and it is now May. So, I figured I would just talk to you guys today. I don't have a project to show you this week anyway because I was traveling. I just got home a few days ago from a long, like a 2-week stay at our family home in Utah, and I've just been spending my time getting, back on track with my house and my bills and filing and all that. Goes along with that. But there are a few things I wanted to kind of, talk to you guys about anyway, so here we go. The first thing is the frequency with which I post on this channel. I do my best to get a video out every week. Like one a week minimum. If I can swing it is sort of, that was one of my goals of the year. And I've done pretty well considering, I don't have as much time as I wish I had to work on the kinds of projects I want to work on that I want to film also for this channel. I know a lot of people think that being a housewife, you have a lot of time on your hands, and I think that can be the case for some people, but I, by nature, am a very busy person. I'm a busy bee. I'm always doing things. I'm always, working on stuff around my house. I take care of all of our finances, and all of our home improvements and things that need to be fixed and attended to. I mean, I run the house, my husband works very, very hard at his own work, and so I consider my job as a housewife is like, I work more than 40 hours a week at doing that. It's a full-time job and I take a lot of pride in it, but I also live near my family, and so I see them, I spend time with my family, and I spend a lot of my time, exercising, and with my dog, I take her on 2 walks a day. We walk from anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes total every day, and it takes me anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes to groom her every day, and that's not on like bath days, and also I brush her up before bed. I mean, this is just little things that add up, but I mean, time, when you're a person like me who finds things to do that seem very important, goes by really fast. So, and I must say that as much as being online with YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Winnie's blog and all that goes on with that is a pure joy for me, it is a full-time job. So I basically am trying to squeeze 2 full-time jobs into one day. So I can't I think people underestimate how much time being so prevalent on the internet takes, but I love it, and that's why I do it, and I don't complain about it, but it's time consuming to film things and edit and upload, and for this channel particularly, it's really hard for me to do a project with the kind of detail that I want to do to be happy with it myself, let alone film it and all that. But I have things planned. The problem is I also have a lot of traveling planned for the next, really up until September. I'm not going to be home very much at all this summer, so I'm going to have to think of some clever ways to do sort of mini projects. I have a few in mind. I'm going to do my best to get a wedding planning video up for you guys. It's been almost 7 years. It's been over 7 years since I planned my wedding. I was married in 2001, in September 2005. So sorry, I graduated from high school in 2001. September of 2005 was when I was married, and I started planning my wedding around May of 2006, because that's when I got engaged. So it's been a long time, but I still have all my stuff, and it's been a big request, so I will do a video dedicated to that. I'm going to do a video dedicated to how I organize and keep my car organized, how I organize my car and keep it organized, because that's been a big request. And those are the big ones I can think of. But I'm looking for requests on things that, are not huge time commitment projects. So if there's things that you guys are interested in and you'd like to see, just let me know and I will do my best to get to them. But I am going to be around as much as possible as I can on this channel. I love this channel. It just is harder for me to post on it than like my housewife life. So that's how it is. I know you guys want more and I want to give you more, but I can only do what I can do in one day. Because the day keeps going even if I am not done doing the things I want to do. So there's that aspect. Second of all, the blog. I know I've been promising the Organized Jen blog for a long, long time. And I have the domain name, and I have decided on a blog platform, but I still haven't figured out how I want to set it up, how much I want to encompass in it, if it's going to be sort of a combination of Organized Like Jen and My Housewife Life. So like my Twitter and Facebook names are Organized Jen, and to me it's sort of just like a mishmash of all those things. So that's why I picked Organized Jen, because I thought I could post on different topics, not all having to do with homemaking and organization and all that. But it's hard for me to figure out how I can have the time to manage the blog when I barely have the time to manage the things I have now. So it's really been taking me some time to consider how important it is to me, if it's something I really want to do. I think it is. And my sister-in-law actually has just been studying to become a graphic designer, which is really, really convenient because she's awesome, because she's my sister-in-law and I love her, and she's very creative and talented and in artistic ways that I've seen in the past. So I'm excited to see if she can help me with my graphic design needs, that I have these, visions for my blog and stuff. But I also realized that maybe it doesn't have to be as like fancy schmancy as I want it to be, just as long as it is actually existing. Maybe that's all that matters. I don't know. I think mainly I've been taking the time on it because I'm not sure if it's reasonable for me time-wise. So there's that to consider. And then, really, I've been good. I mean, I'm 29. I feel like this year in particular, I mean the last 5 years basically, well the last 10 years, I don't know. Since I graduated from high school, it's like changes have happened to me so, I mean I've like noticed them so distinctly, and it's like I can feel the pages turning in my life in a positive way, in learning, in becoming a more whole person through experience and knowledge and wisdom. And it's just, I mean, I knew all these things were happening as a younger adult, like a teenager and such, but it's just, and especially since I've been married and living in my own home and taking care of my own, it's a small family, me and Don and little Winnie, but since that time, it's just, I notice these changes they're just so evident. And this year, so far, 2012, has been the most distinct so far. And I think it's because as I near 30, I will turn 30 next January. And I've never thought of 30 as like a big deal. Like, okay, you're turning 30. Is that any different from turning 29 or turning 31? Well, I think it is now that I'm like getting closer to it. And it's not, to me, it's not scary at all. To me, it's like totally exciting because it marks the end of an era. It kind of marks the end of your, I want to say like uncertain youth. I mean, you just know so much more about yourself when you turn 30, I think, than you even do at 29. I don't know. I can only talk out of my own experience. I don't know how it is for anybody else. But I'm really, really excited about the changes that are happening, and I just feel like personally I'm growing and learning so much about myself specifically. I find that the things that I know and understand about how people work and how the world works and how human nature is, those things I've kind of known for a long time, or at least in the way that I can understand and interpret that work for me individually. I think that's a very individual thing. But I feel like I have not really understood myself nearly anywhere close. And I look back at all of the time that I've wasted worrying about the most inconsequential stuff. I don't want to say crap. Is that a bad word? I don't know. It's just, I'm not mad. I'm so happy that I'm finally like seeing the light on some things about myself. Because I've always been a very, very, very sensitive person. Like extremely concerned about how other people feel, how my actions affect other people. Not that I worry so much about what other people think about me personally, but I worry that I might impact other people negatively. And I just, spending so much of my time and energy on that leaves very little time and energy to really get to know how I feel about things and how I'm feeling and accept my feelings as like true feelings. I mean, I could go on and on for years about this. Years. But, I finally feel like there's movement there, there's a transition, and I'm coming around. It's like I've been facing outward my whole life, like looking out from a very isolated place because I'm an anxious person in social situations, but you know, always looking at others, looking how others feel, how others are reacting, what's going on with everybody else. And I finally feel like I'm kind of turning and looking at me only for the first time ever, and it is amazing. And that's not to say that I suddenly don't care about anybody else. That's not true. The problem is I was not caring about myself enough, and I really think being on YouTube and having your guys' support and acceptance of me, like how you see me on camera is how I think I am naturally. But I'm not like this in person. It's very hard to get to meet this person. There are very few people who know me as comfortable as I am in front of the camera in person. Does that make sense? Because I'm just always so worried and anxious, and that just takes over especially when I'm meeting new people. And it takes me years and years of like constantly seeing somebody to get really to a place of real comfort with them, like I had with you guys. And that's because basically I'm here talking to myself, but if somebody else were in the room, I think I don't think you guys would recognize me. I just don't. But having you accept me as my true self, and I really do think this is my true self, what you see here, it's just like, it's a revelation. It is so illuminating and encouraging, and I've just never felt so good about myself. And I don't want to sound like suddenly I'm like this haughty-taughty, like all up on herself, like who cares about anybody. Nah, I'm never going to be that person. I care way too much about the people I love, and even the people I've just met or just like waving to across the street who I've never met. I care way too much about how other people are and how they're feeling and if they're okay and if they're happy, to ever be that kind of person that can't care about other people. But for the first time, I'm really starting to care about myself, and that's huge. Huge, and you guys are playing a big part in that, and I can't thank you enough. And I am going to be hosting a 2-year anniversary contest and giveaway on this channel this summer. I can't remember if it's like late June or July. I feel like it's maybe July, mid-July. And I'm pretty sure the prizes are going to be travel themed as they were last year, because that went over well. And I have some current news to share with you. The Container Store, my like favorite store on the planet, you guys probably already know that if you're watching this video, is having their annual travel sale right now, which is an awesome sale. I mean, the Container Store has awesome things, and whenever they have a sale, it's an awesome sale, and they organize their sale so nicely because it's a store about organization. But this sale actually goes through June 24th, So it's on for another, I don't know, 7 weeks or something, 6 weeks. And I actually popped in there today to get, you probably can't see, but on the counter behind me I have all the prizes from my Housewife Life 1-year anniversary contest and giveaway that ended a couple weeks ago. I have them all out and ready to ship, and I went into the store to get some packing material so I can ship out the prizes this week. And I saw that they had the sale, and they have it set up a really cute way. I actually took a picture with Winnie that I posted on Facebook, but I'll show it again here. How they moved everything to the front of the store that's travel related in this really nice, really neat display. And as soon as I started looking at things, I had a couple salespeople come over to me and talk to me about, you know, the suitcases and stuff, and they're just so friendly there, and it was nice. And I'm actually considering investing in 1 or 2 new suitcases, these Eagle Creek ones. I love my Sherpanis, and I will always love them, but we really need some more lightweight, sturdy luggage like this that isn't a duffel. Like, we have our rolling duffels, which are great too, but when I want to pack the Sherpani, Don needs a bag, and I'm thinking maybe, and these look a little more manly, maybe I might invest in 1 or 2 of those to have for him. And they're really nice quality bags, and they're lightweight, and they're really wide and roomy, and he's got like bigger clothes than I do, and he's got really big feet. He's a size 12 shoe, so his shoes in themselves take up a lot of room, so he could really use his own bag. And anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to get prizes from here for the contest, although the grand prize will be a separate luggagey, travel-y sort of thing that I've already decided on that's not from the Container Store. Unfortunately, I can't get that on sale, but I think that'll be an exciting prize for most of you. Anyway, I'm also considering going back and buying some stuff from the sale. You know, I looked today, I didn't want to buy anything on a whim. I wanted to think about it first because the suitcases are expensive and I have to think about it really. But I was wondering if I buy stuff from this sale, would you guys be interested in a haul? Like a travel sale Container Store haul on this channel? I don't usually post hauls like on this channel. I think I've posted a few Container Store hauls that have had to do with specific projects. This would just be a standalone video. It doesn't really have to do with a project or a series or anything. So I'm curious if you guys would be interested in that, seeing that on this channel. I'm also curious, like, how many packing videos are too many packing videos? Because I could make packing videos until my face turns blue, and I wouldn't, I could talk about packing until my face turns blue, and I still wouldn't, you know, be done talking about it. I love packing. I think it's one of the things I can say with confidence, and there are not many, that I can really say with confidence, I'm really good. I'm good at packing. Like, I don't even know what else I'm good at, like, with such certainty. Aside from, I really don't know. I mean, I'm really certain about that. So that's why I enjoy it, and I enjoy filming it for you guys, but I just don't know, like, how many is too many. And I think I'll probably do an updated what's in my carry-on video to show you how I pack my little Vera Bradley rolling tote bag, because that's been a request. And I'm doing so much traveling this summer, you guys, that it just... Okay, I'm going to be gone for a portion of it in Utah, but a lot of other smaller trips as well. And one in particular that's kind of standing out to me is we're doing this trip in July where we're going to Las Vegas. We're going to see Celine Dion. I'm so excited in concert. It's been on like my bucket list forever. So we're going to Vegas for like 3 or 4 days, and then we're flying directly from Vegas to Pennsylvania to a kind of a rural area that we're going to spend the rest of the week at. So I have to pack for 2 like totally opposite kinds of trips that are all in one. So I'm thinking about doing 2 separate bags or whatever. I don't know if that would be an interesting video because it kind of shows a 2-parter trip. I know I did a Packing for a Complicated Trip, was one of my, I think it was my first packing series I ever posted on this channel, but this is a little bit different. I don't know, let me guys know. I just don't know, like, if I'm being like redundant or if it's getting old or whatever, but I really enjoy doing those videos. So I mean, I could do a packing video for every time I go away and I would still enjoy it. I never post things that I don't enjoy filming and talking about on this channel, but I feel like I've talked forever. I hope this is good. I I hope you guys understand more where I'm coming from, because I feel like sometimes by only posting once a week on this channel that like what's going on kind of gets lost behind that, and you might just see like, oh, she's not posting as much, or oh, her videos aren't about like in-depth projects or anything. Well, I just honestly, I just haven't had the time, and I'm really sorry. And I ask you guys to please be honest with me about how you feel about it. Like, I don't want you to ever have to censor your comments, but I do want you to know that I didn't really want to get into this in this video. There's been some stuff going on lately that makes YouTube a bit less of a happy place for me, and it's not that it's affecting me, like, it's not like haters gonna hate, right? And there's always gonna be that. And as much as I am a sensitive person in person, for some reason with this internet stuff, it just washes right over me. It doesn't affect me, and it surprises me constantly how unaffected I am by the negativity that I do receive. I receive a huge amount of overwhelmingly positive support, which helps a lot in kind of making the negativity seem less important. But I realize that, you know, that negativity really has very little to do with me and a lot to do with the person who is spreading that negativity. And I've always felt that way. And I've always felt, personally, for me, that if you don't have anything nice or constructive to say, then why are you saying it? And the reason isn't anything but your own reason. It reflects back on you and on something missing in your life or something negative. You can't hold too much negativity, so you have to spread it. You know, I don't know, I can't speak for other people. That's just how I feel. That, of course, sometimes you're going to have things to say to people that aren't necessarily nice, but if they're constructive, if they're helpful to that person, to help them learn or grow or see something maybe they didn't see, you know, that's one thing. But just saying things to be mean is just me. But that's why it really doesn't bother me. But what does bother me is when, you know, my other viewers get upset or offended on my behalf, and that's when I'll go in and I'll delete comments. I don't like to censor you guys in any way if I can help it, but if it starts a bit of a battle in the comment section, that's when I'll step in and take something out. If it's really, I just worry about you guys, like, you know, getting upset about things. But, there's been some other things, you know, brought to my attention, and it's just, I don't know, I never expected to have more than, like, 10 subscribers, if that, and somebody tweeted me, like, a week or two ago saying, you know, how they were watching a video of me back from, like, November of 2010, where I was like so excited about having 47 subscribers, and I was, and that blew my mind. And now it's like, I don't even know, is it over 12,000 now? And it's just, it's mind-boggling. And on the one hand, it's like awesome, like I love sharing with you guys, and that's really great. But on the other, like, with that kind of following comes a larger, there's more risk for my family, and their privacy is really what I worry about the most. I really don't worry about my privacy that much. I don't have anything to hide. I mean, you guys basically see my whole life. Not my whole life, but I mean, you know, it's not like you know, I don't have any big secrets to hide that, you know, I'm worried about, but I worry about the privacy and safety of my family, and I just don't know. I don't know, like, I'm not saying I'm, like, gonna go anywhere, but I just don't know. It's sort of a play it by ear kind of thing, because as much as I love this, and it still brings me a ton of joy, noticing these, you know, things that come along with having a larger audience, there's a lot of good, but there's a little bad. And the bad, you know, it makes me hesitate a little bit. And there's my phone. It wouldn't be a video if my phone wasn't ringing. Anyway, I didn't really want to get into all of that in this video. I want to be open and honest with you guys, and I feel like I haven't checked in for a while and kind of given you a what's what. mostly I'm like overwhelmingly surprised and delighted and just so appreciative of all your guys' encouragement and support and general enthusiasm about what I do. And that is awesome. And it has blossomed into something I never, ever, ever dreamed of. I just want you to know that I'm still here. I'm still committed to this channel. I just have to figure out what's really going to work for me in terms of time, in terms of, you know, privacy for my family and all of that. And it's a process. It's just like anything else in life. It's a, you know, it's a learning process, but I'm having so much fun, and you guys are awesome, and I just want to thank you. And I can't wait to do this 2-year anniversary thing coming up this summer. I think it'll be a blast. It'll be a similar format to last year's contest on this channel, so I don't know if it'll be a similar topic yet. It'll be something about organization, but it'll be a similar format with a video entry contest and then the random comment giveaway prizes. So that's something to look forward to. And again, please leave me requests and suggestions for sort of smaller projects that I could probably film this summer. I hope to get to a few bigger projects, but where does the time go? I don't know. Check out this sale if you're interested. Let me know if you want to see the haul when I'll probably go back in the next week or two. Let me know if you guys want to see this haul. And if you've written me in the past 3 or 4 months, I'm sorry, I have not written back yet. I'm going to be totally honest. I mean, like in the snail mail. I'm planning on it. I'm hoping by the end of May to be caught up on that correspondence. And I'm also hoping to, I don't know what to do about the email correspondence. I'm just overwhelmed. I have like literally hundreds if not thousands of emails, and I just don't know how to get to them and get through them. I read them, I promise. I'm gonna try getting back to you guys. I really am. It's not that I don't care. I really do care, and it bothers me that I haven't gotten back to most of you in any manner of an appropriate amount of time, but I'm going to try. And that is all I can do, right? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day and a great start to May. It's almost already mid-May. It's almost Mother's Day. I can't believe it. This year is flying by, but I'm having an awesome time. It's, you know, it's the good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly, all together. It's just the experience, and I'm enjoying the entire experience of my life. And I hope you guys are too. And I hope to see you soon with some new projects. So, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, you guys. Take care.